Good morning, children. Now I am going to continue the same chapter. Today we'll read about the sound produced by humans. हम लोग कैसे साउंड प्रोड्यूस करते हैं। सबसे पहले तो आप अपने गले के पास या गले पर ऐसे हाथ लगाकर और कुछ भी बोलने की कोशिश करिए, तो आपको महसूस होगा कि वहाँ कुछ वाइब्रेट कर रहा है, वाइब्रेशन फील होगी। So it is actually the vibrations of vocal cord which help us to produce sound. This voice box is present at the upper end of the windpipe. जो हम लोग की windpipe है, इसके upper end पे ये voice box होता है, and this is called larynx. इनमें दो vocal cords होते हैं जो stretch रहते हैं, मतलब खिंचे हुए से रहते हैं, और उन दोनों वोकल कॉर्ड्स के बीच में बहुत ही माइन्यूट सा गैप होता है, जिसकी वजह से जब हम हमारे लंग्स के थ्रू वोकल कॉर्ड्स से एयर को बाहर की तरफ फोर्स करते हैं तो उनमें कुछ वाइब्रेशंस होती हैं, और उन वाइब्रेशंस के कारण हम फिर साउंड दे करके और शब्द दे करके बोल पाते हैं। नाउ नेक्स्ट हियर in the figure you can see this is windpipe, और windpipe के ऊपर vocal cords होते हैं, दो vocal cords। women में, children में vocal cords जो हैं thin and short in size होते हैं, इसलिए इनकी frequency बढ़ जाती है और इनकी आवाज़ shrill होती है, तेज होती है। जबकि men में vocal cords लंबे होते हैं, बड़े होते हैं, इससे उसकी फ्रिक्वेंसी कम हो जाती है और जो साउंड प्रोड्यूस होता है दैट इज़ हॉर्स साउंड। नाउ नेक्स्ट वी कम टू द स्ट्रक्चर एंड वर्किंग ऑफ ह्यूमन ईयर। एज यू ऑल नो, वी आर एबल टू हियर विद द हेल्प ऑफ आवर ईयर। सो ईयर इज़ द sensory organ which enable us to hear the sound produced in surroundings. Our ear consists of outer ear or external ear, then next comes middle ear and then inner ear. Outer ear, the main work of outer ear is to collect the sound from the surrounding, and it send the collected sound towards the eardrum through ear canal. And when sound waves fall on the eardrum, they make the eardrum to vibrate. When vibrations in eardrum starts, the three bones, that is called hammer, anvil and stirrup, receive the vibration from the eardrum and amplify them. उसको recognize कर लेते हैं, amplify कर लेते हैं. Now cochlea receive the amplified vibrations from three bones, and the sensitive hair cell present in the cochlea convert them into nerve impulse. अब ये जो हमारे मिडल एयर से एम्पलीफाई होके साउंड कॉशलिया तक पहुंचा, तो वहाँ पे उसे नर्व इम्पल्स में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, एंड दीज नर्व इम्पल्सेस विद द हेल्प ऑफ ऑडिटरी नर्व्स दे आर सेंट टू ब्रेन, और हमारे ब्रेन तक जब वो वाइब्रेशंस इन कन्वर्टेड फॉर्म ऑफ नर्व इम्पल्स वो जब ब्रेन तक पहुंचते हैं, तो फिर हम समझ पाते हैं कि आवाज़ कैसी है, किसकी है, कहाँ से आ रही है। देन वी आर एबल टू रिकॉग्नाइज द साउंड। नाउ ऑडिबल एंड इनऑडिबल साउंड। एज यू ऑल नो दैट ऑल द साउंड प्रोड्यूस्ड इन आवर सराउंडिंग इज़ नॉट ऑडिबल टू अस। ओनली फ्यू sounds which ranges between 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz, that is only audible to human beings. Below 20 Hz the sound is not audible to us, and above 20 Hz also the sound is not audible to us. हम लोग जो है 20 और 20,000 Hz के बीच का ही साउंड को सुन सकते हैं, उससे ज़्यादा हो तो भी नहीं सुन सकते, और उससे कम हो तो भी नहीं सुन सकते। Now, inaudible sounds having frequency less than 20 Hz are known as infrasonic sound. जिन साउंड की फ्रीक्वेंसी 20 हर्ट्ज से कम है उसे हम इंफ्रासोनिक कहते हैं, और जो साउंड 20,000 हर्ट्ज से ज़्यादा है उसे हम अल्ट्रासोनिक साउंड कहते हैं. Now some example: rhinoceros communicate with one another by using infrasonic sound of frequency as low as 5 Hz. तो rhinoceros 5 Hz तक के साउंड को सुन सकता है और वो आपस में इसी फ्रीक्वेंसी पे एक दूसरे की आवाज़ को सुन पाते हैं. Now animals like whales and elephants also produce infrasonic sound. Earthquake produce a low frequency infrasonic sound before the main shock waves. This sound when heard by animals make them alert and they show abnormal behavior. अक्सर आप लोग सुनते होंगे कि कहीं पे अर्थक्वेक वगैरह कुछ होने वाला है तो वहाँ से सबसे पहले जानवर भाग जाते हैं, और अगर वो किसी कारण से भाग नहीं पा रहे हैं, बंधे हुए हैं, तो वो अजीब तरह से बिहेव करने लगते हैं ताकि वो छूट जाए और ख़ुद को सेफ कर सकें. नाउ इनऑडिबल साउंड्स, it is also above 20,000 Hz. That sound is inaudible to us and is known as ultrasonic sound. Animals like dolphin, bat, porpoise produce ultrasonic sounds. Bats use it to locate objects in the dark and dolphin use it to find their way in the ocean. Dogs can hear up to 40,000 Hz. There are special whistles known as Galton's whistle that can produce sound of frequency more than 20,000 Hz, and the owner of dog can use this whistle to give signals to their dogs. So dogs can hear the sound above 20,000 Hz. Now next we come to see few more examples like sounds produced by machines, factories, loudspeaker. They produce very unpleasant sound. So unpleasant, unwanted sound which is very loud, they are called noise. They irritate us and also cause health hazards. Whereas the sound produced by musical instruments, the sounds produced by musical instruments like sitar, piano, guitar, they produce pleasant sound which affect to our ears and mind. So pleasant and soft sounds are called music. It does not cause any health hazards. So the main difference between the music and noise is that the music is produced by the regular and periodic vibrations, and the noise is produced by irregular and non-periodic vibrations which irritate us. Now we come to musical instrument. There are different types of musical instruments. First we see the stringed instruments like guitar, violin, veena, sitar. These are the stringed musical instruments. When the strings are plucked, struck or played with a bow, they vibrate to produce a musical sound. These instruments also have hollow air chamber which help to increase the loudness of the sound produced. The second type of musical instrument is the wind instrument. So like flute, shehnai, trumpet, all these are played by blowing winds in these instruments. When you blow air into them, the column of air inside vibrates and producing a note, a special type of sound. Whistle, flute, shehnai, and all these are the examples of wind musical instruments. Now percussion instrument. In this percussion instrument, a vibrating skin or membrane produces a musical sound like drum, tabla, dholak, mridang. All these are instruments which are called percussion instruments because skin is because on this instrument membranes are stretched on the top of the instrument. Now next instrument is the reed instrument. Musical instrument like harmonium and mouth organ, these are called as reed instruments. Reed instruments contain metal reeds which produces sound when air is blown through them. Fifth type of instrument is Ghana Vadya. Ghana Vadya. So musical instrument like Majira, Jal Tarang, Ghatam and the Kartal. These are simply beaten or struck to produce musical sound. Now we come to noise and pollution. As you all know that noise irritates us and also causes health hazards to us. A person can become temporarily or permanent deaf due to noise pollution. It may also cause different types of diseases. We are going to study about that. Harmful effect of noise pollution: it causes nervous tension, irritation, earache, headache and high blood pressure. It may cause lack of concentration in work or studies. Loud music during night disturb our sleep. And prolonged exposure to high level noise can affect the eardrum and may lead to temporary or even permanent loss of hearing, as I told you. Now, measures to reduce noise pollution. How can you reduce noise pollution? To control noise pollution, automobiles should be fitted with silencer and soft horns. Horns of motor vehicles should not be blown unnecessarily. The horns should not be blown at all near silence zone, especially near the hospital. You should not play radio, television or stereo system too loudly. Airports and noise making factories should be shifted away from the residential areas of the city. The use of loudspeakers at social and religious functions should be restricted. We should not play loud music in car and other vehicles while driving because this disturbs the concentration of other driver. Machines should be maintained in a good condition to reduce industrial noise pollution. Avoid bursting firecrackers that make a loud noise. So, these are the measures which can be taken to reduce noise pollution. Now you can see the table here. There is difference between noise and music. Noise is produced, it produces unpleasant effect on your ears and mind. It produces irregular and non-periodic vibrations. Whereas music, it produces pleasant effect to our ear and mind, and it is produced by the regular and periodic vibrations. Now for irregular for noise, you can see this is the waveform of noise produced, and this is the waveform of sound produced by musical system. It is regular and periodic, and here in this figure you can see it is irregular and non-periodic. Now we come to hearing impairment. When a person has damaged hearing ability and cannot hear properly, he or she is said to be hearing impaired. Some people are born with very poor hearing, and this is called total hearing impairment. The person suffering is said to be deaf. Deaf people often use to sign language with their hands to communicate with others effectively. Partial hearing loss occurs generally due to the illness, ear infection, injury, old age, or noise pollution. So a person suffering from partial hearing loss can hear sound properly by using hearing aids, and these technological devices for the hearing impaired have made it possible for such persons to improve their quality of life. So children, in this way your chapter is complete, and we'll do its exercise in the next period.